Aha. Somebody. Where you at? What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy Thursday, almost Friday. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you're having a wicked week. Hope you're rocking out. We are live on YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, and TikTok. Making things happen, doing the doggone thing. Bingo, bango, ing. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Hope you guys are rocking. Happy Thursday night football day. Looking to rock it out. Booyah. User, Nicholas, Kyle, Alfred. What's up, guys? How we doing today? Happy almost Friday. Hope you guys are having a wicked day. Rocking out. Yes. Anthony, Ash, what's happening? I didn't realize Rashee Rice was in the concussion protocol. That's not very good for my one league. I kind of got him in a position that that I need to kind of do well. But that's okay. Oh, hi, baby. Sorry. Hi. Wagwan. Derek, Jacob, what's happening? P, Santiago, Beer Belly, love it. Me too. What's going on? What's happening? Chris. Yeah, Quinchon Judkins. He has a very good matchup, and everybody's kind of, I don't know, what is he? Does he get it? Like, is he getting the carries? 23, see, like 12, 14. 23 is all right. 16 is all right, I guess. 17, 22, that's what we want. We want in like the 22 to 25 range. Kamara or Waddle, Carey. Actually, I picked up that Audrey Estiming guy. I think he'll be the guy that I would play. Is Kamara gonna play? I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard that he wasn't, but I didn't hear anything about him coming back. Yeah, no, if Kamara plays, I would start him. Yeah, no practice yet. Yeah, see, still no practice. That was as of yesterday, so nothing as of today. But I mean, if Kamara plays, you're probably forced to start him. But I think, yeah, I picked up that Estimate guy. I don't want anything to do. Like, I don't know that. I don't know if Jalen Waddle does well this week. Also, New Orleans is playing the Jets. They look atrocious, right? Championship game. What's up? What's up? Play Harvey versus Jacksonville. Cook, C-Rod, Carter, Corin, Vidal. You're going to bench James Cook in the championship to play RJ Harvey? No, you're not. No, you're not. No way. Drizzy, I don't know if we could play Bowers. I like Parkinson. Check out the video on my page I made about the tight ends I like this week. Yeah, I don't know how we can play Bowers with any sort of confidence, right? I mean, I guess Geno Smith coming back might help, I guess. But they're still playing Houston, right? That defense is for real. So, yeah, Parkinson, no Devontae tonight, too. That'll help. Cheesy, Parkinson over that. No, you're not wrong, man. And like even Geno Smith doesn't strike like a whole lot of confidence in me. You know what I mean? Damn, thank you guys for all the questions. They're coming fast and furious. I'm not gonna be able to keep up with all of them. Play 3, Cook, Harvey, C-Rod, Carter. So I don't know if I'd want to do C-Rod this week. You know what? I might do that. I might do Cook, Harvey, and Carter. But if Kamara doesn't play, I might do Estime because I picked him up and I might play him if I need it. Do I really bench Bowers for Parkinson? Turo, that's what we were just talking about. I think you kind of do. Like, I don't know how you play Bowers with any sort of confidence. At least you know that Parkinson's going to get involved. One, I might play both. Can you play both Parkinson and Goddard? Because I don't know, man. I mean, Goddard maybe, but like Parkinson's in a good position. Parkinson, Goddard, or Jawan. Damn, that's crazy. Shit. I don't know. I think Jawan's probably the odd man out, and then Goddard and Parkinson. I don't know. Parkinson might be all right. I have to bench Olave for Jettas and Pitts for Bowers. Good idea. I would play Jettas, yeah. And yeah, I don't know about playing Brock Bowers. That's what I was saying. I don't know, man. The Cat Dad, I have Dak and Lamb too. I'm starting, not so sure. Too many Cowboys. Yeah, no, I don't actually love their matchup this week against the Chargers anyways. So yeah, I'd probably do RJ Harvey. That Dallas offense has looked kind of dookie lately. Man, questions coming fast and furious. I can't answer them that quick. Sorry, guys. Repost them. I'll try and get to them. Send me a DM if I don't get to them. I'm not trying to. Ignore you. Dak or Burrow. I was saying Dak. Like I don't want to play Dak really, so I might play Burrow. Damn. Pick two, London, Diggs, or Terry. I think you kind of have to go with London. He's kind of been that guy for you. And then Terry is kind of the safety blanket of Marcus Mariota. So win guts up to 40 tonight. Am I crazy to start Shaw, Bryce Young, Kirk, or Mariota? I might do Shaw playing the Jets. I don't know if I'd want to do any of those other guys in the semifinals, right? Bench GP looks checked out. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't trust any of the Dallas Cowboys this week. They look dookie lately, and um, that Chargers defense is for real, right? So yeah, I don't know. Andy, I would play Swift over Dowdle. I'm not playing any Carolina Panther on my team in the semifinals. Dude, play Marks over Rico. Yeah, if I don't get your question, just repost it. I'm not trying to ignore you. There's just a lot coming in. Pierce, Goddard, or Hubbard at the flex. Yeah, I would go Goddard. I don't want any part of the other two. Brees Hall, Genty, Tyrone Tracy, pick two. I think we leave Genty out. I think that his matchup is the worst. Tracy and Brees Hall at least have a chance. 2-2 Atwell. Damn. Waller, Henry, Kincaid, and Parkinson. I'm so confused. Damn. I mean, I might consider taking out Kincaid and Henry and then making it between Waller and Parkinson. 2-2 Adwell tonight. I mean, if you need a dart throw, long shot, flex position with high upside, 2-2 Atwell is somebody that could get you. AJ, Trace Brown, and Henderson. Damn, how do you not play all three of those? Parker, Tyler Warren, Andy. I tend to lean away from the Thursday games and towards the Monday games just to give me something to watch. That being said, I don't really know, man. I don't know about that Indianapolis offense. Now they're talking about Anthony Richards is going to come back to practice. Is it still going to be Phillip Rivers? They're talking about the kid, Ryan Leonard. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to put my trust in the Indianapolis offense on a Monday night where I need to win. I might go Parkinson. Dart or Lamar. Yeah, I don't know if I want any part of that Minnesota defense. Also, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would go I would go Lamar. Parkinson or Waller? Damn. Peyton Manning is Rex Manning's brother. Yes, 100%. You know what? I mean, I see. I would probably just go Parkinson tonight and take the points where I can get it. I don't know that like I trust the rookie quarterback as much as Cincinnati's defense struggles against the tight end position, and the tight end's the closest to the quarterback. So in theory, Waller has a chance to do well. But yeah, no, I don't know, man. Park is getting too much hype is worrying me. Yeah, no, I believe that. That's a good way to think too. Andy, I can appreciate that. I mean, I also tend to avoid the Thursday games when I can, right? So, I mean, I might yeah, I mean, if it's worrying you, I could definitely get behind excuse me, I could definitely get behind not starting Parkinson tonight, going Waller, because like he's still playing Cincinnati's defense, and I don't really know how to explain Cincinnati's defense against every tight end in the league. They let everybody score so many points against them, except for Baltimore. For whatever reason, Baltimore's tight ends can't do nothing. Go Purdy because I need Stafford to do nothing. There you go. Honestly, somebody said there's supposed to be high winds in Seattle tonight, so I might consider I might consider not going Stafford. That being said, Stafford's probably going to win MVP, man. How do you sit the MVP? Yeah, I don't know, man. If you got like if there's supposed to be high winds tonight, yeah, that's a problem. I got JSN. Should I just go Waller instead of Parkinson? See, I wouldn't just go Waller just because I have JSN tonight. Um, like Parkinson's in a really good position to do well tonight. There's no Devontae. We saw him do well. I mean, yeah, one of his touchdowns shouldn't have been a touchdown, but at the same time, one touchdown 2 weeks ago should have been a touchdown for Isaiah Likely. So whatever, right? It is what it is. So I don't know if you actually feel that Parkinson is going to do worse, then that's a reason that I would bench Parkinson. I wouldn't bench him just because I have JSN going tonight. That's a dumb reason. Mel says, "What's up? What's up, Mel? Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here with me. It's supposed to be strong gusts. Just worry the Stafford will have a floor night in Seattle. You know what? And that's a good thing too, man. Tyler Warren has the upside to play backup quarterback. Tyler Warren has the upside to play backup quarterback. Really interesting. Yeah, if there's gonna be strong gusts, because like it's pouring rain there right now, from what I saw. It's supposed to clear up tonight, so like there's not supposed to be any wind. But at the same time, like I think yeah, like it's still gonna be wet and damp and shitty over there. Corbin, I mean, I don't know, man. Can we really start Fannin with any sort of confidence? I might do Waller. Thoughts on Ravens this year to get in the playoffs? I mean, if we stop dicking around, we're in a very good. Ravens are in a very good position to get in the playoffs. Like they just need to stop dicking around. I don't know what's going on. All of a sudden, like nothing's clicking at the right time. You know what I mean? And like their defense is good, but then their offense sucks, and their offense is good, but then their defense sucks. David, thank you for the follow. So I mean, I don't know. Are you worried about Henry against the Pats? I'm not worried about Henry against anybody. I'm worried about the coaching staff against the Pats. For some stupid reason, we don't run Derrick Henry. I don't get it, man. It's bothersome. Like I have Lamar, so it is what it is. But like it's bothersome, man. You're the best running back in the league, arguably one of the best ever to play the game, and you're just not using them. Like I don't know. I don't get it, man. David, if Watson's active, are you starting him over Reed? I mean, I don't mind starting either of them. I just don't care for keeping him fresh for a playoff run. Yeah, like I don't care for who the fuck were we talking about? Sorry, the Saturday games. Like that's the thing. Like Saturday games. Why do we have Saturday games? Like fuck off, man. I don't like these different day games. I already don't like Thursday games. Now we're starting Saturday games. That being said, I think that Jordan Love really likes Jaden Reed. It's been pretty apparent in the back, or it was since Reed's come back. So I think that Reed's probably the better play over Watson. Thoughts on E. Wilson if Jacobs out? I mean, if Jacobs is out, we saw Wilson do well. What, 100 yards and a touchdown last time? That plays against Chicago. Should be able to. Got Rice and he's in concussion protocol. So yeah, I saw that, man, in concussion protocol. So now, something to be said about Tampa Bay is their coach Todd Bowles gave him a huge what do they call it? Explicitive laced rant last week, and I just seen an article come out that says that the team, quote unquote, got the message. So, yeah, I would say so. I'm actually excited to start the Tampa Bay Buccaneers players this time around. So I might go Godwin over Reed and Watson. Yesterday, we're making sure Parker, Kelsey. See, I'm honestly excited about both of them, right? In my league, I'm starting both. I actually can't choose. I'm excited for Kelsey. They're playing Tennessee, man. Like, Shador Sanders just threw for 360 yards against them, right? I don't think Gardner Minshew's that bad. Bo Taylor, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Sutton, Myers, Reed, or Flowers. So I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would go Zay Flowers. And I think Jacoby Myers has earned must-start territory, right? Any advice? Jacoby Myers, I think, has earned must-start territory. And, like, as much as they're playing Denver, I think BTJ is going to live on Certain Island. So I think that might be good for Jacoby. Williams or Pickens for the flex. Hugo, come on. We already know the answer is not Pickens. I mean, the advice is like Parkinson's in a really good position with regards to Devontae Adams being out. He really stepped up in that position last week. I think that he's in a good position to do well this week. It's also a revenge game for him going back to Seattle. That being said, I did hear that there's going to be high wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour. Right now, it's pouring rain there. So, no, I appreciate you, man. But that being said, like Travis Kelsey, like they're playing Tennessee's defense. Like if they were playing the Chargers or like Houston, okay, fine. Yeah, no, I don't want to play Travis Kelsey. But against Tennessee, like I'm excited, man. You know what I mean? And so like right now I can't choose. I have them both starting. And I will probably start both going forward. The one guy made a very good point, though, in the sense that Parkinson's getting a lot of hype, and that normally leads to a letdown. Jordan Love, Parkinson's or Fannin? Really? Can you start Fannin with any sort of confidence after last week? Debo or Montgomery if Adams out? Honestly, I might go Montgomery. I mean, I don't know. Debo's been kind of a letdown lately. Burrow or Dart. I don't really want any part of that Minnesota defense, so I would start Burrow over Dart. Also, like, I don't know. I know there's a lot of hate going around for Joe Burrow, but I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and so I know all about Joe Burrow, so I'm fully expecting a bounce-back game, especially if T. Higgins is there. Oh, my God. Like, I can totally see a lot of people being frustrated at last game and leaving, like, a 50-point Joe Burrow game on their bench. Parkinson, Waller, Ferguson, the big Yeti. So I don't want to do Ferguson, so we'll take him out right away. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out. I hope it helps. I mean, I might go Parkinson, man. I don't know if I want to do the rookie quarterback. I mean, yeah, they're playing Cincinnati, who's the worst defense in the league at guarding the tight end, but still a rookie quarterback that we're trusting in the semifinals of fantasy playoffs. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know if my brain would be able to handle that. I don't know about yours. Kyron or Pickens? Oh, come on, man. We don't want to do Pickens over Kyron. I know we don't do Thursday games. I know that. I'm with you 100%. I don't do Thursday games. But there's no way we're starting George Pickens over Kyron with what he's been doing lately. Start Walker, Vidal, Corum at Dykes. I need at least 10 points. I mean, well, I wouldn't do that Tennessee guy playing Kansas City's defense. No, thank you. I mean, the answer, Gonzo, is probably Walker. He's the starting running back, right? So I don't know. My brain can't handle starting backups over starting running backs. I can't. No, my brain doesn't handle that. The exception being maybe Kenneth Gainwell over Jalen Warren, but even still, like one's ranked, one's on the depth chart as a starter, one's as a backup. My brain can't handle that stuff. As good as much as they might put up points. 3Zs, thank you for the follow. Bobby, Woody Marks over Harrison Jr. I don't know if I want to start him. And also, Woody Marks has a really good matchup against Vegas. JJ, Parkinson, or Schultz, same thing. Matchup against Vegas. That being said, Vegas is actually really good against covering the tight end position. So I might just go Parkinson tonight. Brissett or Purdy. I mean, Brissett's in a pretty good position. He's got a lot of his weapons back. He should do fairly well. That being said, I kind of lean towards the Monday night games a little bit. No problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I tend to lean towards the Monday night games just to kind of give me something to watch. And playing Indianapolis in the dome isn't actually scaring me too much. JJ, thank you for the follow. San Francisco going to Indianapolis is going to be cold, but indoors, like they play in a dome, right? So yeah, I don't think that's going to affect Purdy too much. And Ethan, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense, so I'm not starting Jackson Dart. Goff or Burrow. That's a good one, actually. I'm expecting a big game from both of those. So I might go Goff just because he's at home. That being said, I fully expect a huge bounce back game from Joe Burrow. Like, there's a lot of people that are going to leave. I can see like a 40, 50-point game from him on their bench, and they're going to hate themselves. Gee, Dak or Love? Can you really start Dak in the semifinals of your fantasy playoffs with any sort of confidence? And I mean that for real, for real. Like, I don't think I can. No way. Against a very good Chargers defense. Caden, Purdy, or Herbert. I mean, I like Herbert this week against Dallas defense that has been very, like, fairly good. That being said, I do tend to lean towards the Monday games just to give me something to watch. And playing indoors in Indianapolis doesn't really scare me that much. So I might lean towards Purdy, but I like Herbert this week. Stafford or Knicks. I mean, I can get behind Stafford tonight. He's an MVP candidate, but Knicks is actually in a pretty good position. And I'm playing against Bo Nix, so I can only imagine that he's going to go off for like 40 points. That being said, Jacksonville's defense ranks number 1 against the run, but they rank number 20 against the pass. So they actually, like, Knicks is actually in a pretty good position this week. Will the weather be bad for Stafford? So the weather doesn't seem like it's going to be bad, but I did hear gusts of up to 40 miles an hour, so it could be pretty windy there. Wind scares me. Snow, rain, not so much. Wind, yes. That affects stuff. Yindy. That being said, I don't know if we can start. No problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Yeah, I don't know how we're starting Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence, like for real, against the Houston defense. Damn. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Jimmy, Pitts, or Parkinson. I mean, the obvious answer is Pitts because he just got 45 points last week, but I don't think he's going to have a good game this week. I don't actually think it's going to be that good. I think maybe 15 points could be doable. But like Drake London's coming back, and they still have Darnell Mooney, right? And Bijan Robinson. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I might go Parkinson tonight, but at the same time, like I don't know how you bench a guy that just got 45 points on your team last week. Jerry, Brissett, or Baker. So my thing is that Brissett has a lot of weapons around him and could do very well and probably will get like 20, 25 points. But Tampa Bay got yelled at real bad Their coach tore a strip off them last week, and I just read an article that says, "quote unquote," they got the message. So I'm actually excited to start the Tampa Bay players this week. I think they're going to come out on fire. I think they're going to want to prove to their coach that they do care. I guess it's not that he said they don't care, but he kind of called out whether or not they care. And so, yeah, I think Baker might have the higher ceiling this week. It's your boy Mikey. Flex, Genty, Sutton, or Wandale. So honestly, I only really feel confident about Sutton of those three. And that's Jacksonville's defense is really good. That being said, they rank 20th against the pass. So I think Sutton probably has the highest ceiling of those three. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Good luck. C's, CDs, nuts. Start 2. Drake the Snake, Pickens, Michael Wilson, Jettas. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you. So for me, I'm not benching my top draft pick. I would probably just do Jettas and Michael Wilson. We'll let Drake May come back and have a game before we play him. And I don't know if I want any part of any of the Dallas offense this week against the Chargers. Damn, that defense is legit. And we watched Dallas look like Dookie last week. So Mlas, Genty, Judkins, or Hampton. Thoughts on Mike Evans to start over Diggs and Pickens. So that's what I was just saying is that the coach kind of reamed them out last week, and I'm fully expecting a bounce back game for I'm expecting a really good game from Tampa this week. So I might start Mike Evans. That being said, Conquerors, I'm starting Egbuka over Luther Burden, right? And I'm starting Egbuka over Johnson on the Chargers. Do I expect a good game from London coming back from an injury, having Kirko at QB? I mean, I see, honestly, I was never expecting a good game from London in particular. But then he kept making me shove my foot in my mouth. So I'm actually I don't know what to expect. Like Arizona's defense isn't actually that good. So like he could come back and have a pretty decent game. I don't think that Kirk is really going to matter for him. RJ Harvey, Hampton, Kyron, Judkins. So I might leave RJ Harvey off and go Hampton, Kyron, Judkins. Jacksonville ranks number 1 against the run, so I think it's going to be tough sledding at best for RJ Harvey. As much as he's been really good, and like if you don't want to, and honestly, like I think that Judkins is probably going to be the guy that gets you the least amount of points. I don't know, they just don't use him, and he's just not effective the way that I thought he was going to be. Like I expected him to come in and basically be Nick Chubb, and like a whole bunch of like winning weeks every week, but he's just not that. So yeah, I don't know. Based off matchups, I would probably leave RJ Harvey out, but based off just like a gut feeling, I might leave Judkins out, even though Jacksonville has the best defense against the run in the league. It's gonna be tough sledding, but yeah, no, I don't know, man. And like if Buffalo goes up like 21-0 right away against Cleveland, they're not gonna be using the run game anymore. So yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm also saying that because I'm playing against Judkins, so I don't really want him to do well. But everybody's really high on him because Buffalo's defense stinks against the run. That being said, Buffalo's defense, they give up 6 yards of carry against the run. So Jerry, Parkinson, or Pitts. I mean, honestly, I don't really expect a good, like a great game from Pitts this week because Drake London's coming back, and I think he was only really good because no Drake London. And like, don't get me wrong, he was good for a little while, but yeah, I think that's gonna hurt him because like Drake London's coming back. They've still got Darnell Mooney there. Bijan Robinson catches passes too. So yeah, I might go Parkinson tonight and just take the points. That being said, I could get behind starting both. I mean, yeah, I'd be hard pressed to sit a guy that just got me 45 points. Smiley face. Godwin, Pickens, or BTJ start one. I think it's got to be Godwin. I don't know if we can start Pickens with any sort of confidence, and I think BTJ will live on Certain Island, so I think Godwin's got the highest upside. Pitts or Carter, like Michael Carter. I tend to lean starting running backs have more weight to me than anybody else. So I might go the starting running back if that's who you're talking about. Stafford or Burrow. I mean, I might just go Joe Burrow. Pull. I heard that there was going to be high winds tonight, so yeah, I might just do Joe Burrow. Ibram, JJ or Dak. Honestly, I don't think that we can start Dak with any sort of confidence, right? Like, and that Chargers defense is really good too. So yeah, I don't love JJ this week in the cold, but I think I like him more. Waller, Gadsden, Andrews are likely. I want to say Andrews are likely because I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan. It'll probably be Mark Andrews over Isaiah Likely, but I think I might just consider going Waller. They play Cincinnati. They've got statistically the worst defense against the tight end position. Should I start the Seattle kicker Myers? I don't know. Why wouldn't you? Hasn't he been like amazing? That being said, there is like they are calling for high winds, so yeah, that might factor into my decision. If I can get a quarterback that's playing in a dome, maybe Chris Ortiz, Allen, or Goff for quarterback, and Schultz or Goddard for tight end. So actually, Schultz is playing Las Vegas, who's actually really good against the tight end position. And so I might consider Goddard over tight end. And I don't know, man. I don't know. Why do you have Jared Goff and Josh Allen on your team? You should have traded one of those. You don't need both of those. I don't know. I I wouldn't have those guys on my team to have to make that choice. I think Josh Allen is the answer, but I also think that Jared Goff's gonna have a really good game at home. Alec, that being said, I would start Jared Goff over Brissett. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think he's gonna have a good game. Crazy for benching Stafford for Brissett. You're not crazy at all. Brissett's gonna get probably 25 fantasy points. Like every game, he's thrown for 250, almost 300 yards and like 3 touchdowns. So I don't think you're crazy at all. I think it is a little nuts because Stafford might win the MVP. But that being said, like it's supposed to be high winds tonight, right? A little bit of rain coming due. Yeah, showers this evening, becoming steady rain overnight. So it's going to be raining tonight. Winds up to 40 kilometers. That's significant. Rainfall near 6 millimeters. So that's a significant amount, right? Michael Wilson, a good start with MHJ. Yes, I think he is a good start. See, my thing with the Arizona offense was I actually don't think that Kyler Murray is a very good quarterback. And since Jacoby Brissett took over, I think that he's fully capable of feeding all of them. And so it's really only Michael Wilson. It'll be MHJ and Trey McBride that are going to get the ball thrown to him, right? So yeah, I actually think MHJ coming back is going to be a good thing for Michael Wilson. Should be at least. Ethan, thank you for the question. Sean, Evans, McLaurin, or Waddle, start one. So I might just do Evans. Like I was saying, I was saying earlier that Tampa Bay's coach really tore a strip off them last week. And I read a thing earlier that says that they quote unquote got the message. So yeah, I might I might I'm kind of excited to see what that means. You know, the coach just ripped a new one into you. Let's go. So I'm actually excited to start all of the Tampa Bay. Who am I starting now? Baker, Evans. I'll start Godwin. Egbuka, I might consider. Yeah, Bucky. Bala, Kyron on Seattle or Woody on the Raiders. I mean, that's crazy that you're going to bench Kyron But I think Marks against Las Vegas. I was leaning Evans too. I got Baker. That stock should be solid. Damn. No, I'm excited. Hell yeah. That's wicked. Nice. I love it. JT has my other running back. Yeah, I know, but that's still crazy that you're gonna bench like Kyron was what, your second, third round draft pick? Like, damn, that's crazy, man. Again, Kyron being benched? Like, come on, man. Matthew, thank you for the follow. Ethan, Lammer, McMillan. Damn. Honestly, imagine if I told you back in August that you were gonna bench CD Lamb for a fucking Carolina Panthers receiver in the semifinals of your fantasy playoffs. You would have laughed at me. You would have told me that was crazy. Probably never watched my show again. And yeah, here we are. Honestly, I'm not sitting CD Lamb for Ted McMillan. I don't care for the Carolina offense. I don't care for Bryce Young's 488 yards. I don't care for, Rico Dowdle being the savior for some teams earlier in the season. I don't care. I don't care for Carolina. I'm not I'm not playing any of them. MHJ, Higgins, or RJ Harvey in the flex. If that's T. Higgins, I'm playing T. Higgins. I'm excited. Cat Dad, nice. Yeah, if that's T. Higgins, I'm playing T. Higgins. If it's Jaden Higgins, I'd probably play MHJ. Yeah, I don't know. Jacksonville's defense is ranked number 1 against the run, right? So Myers, Gainwell, or Marks in my flex championship. So I think Myers. So congratulations, Z, on making the championship. I think Myers has earned must start territory, but I think Marks has the best matchup right there. So Jay, Justin Jefferson, or Derrick Henry at the flex. Sorry, my man, I'm starting both of those. I ain't choosing between those guys. No way. And I'm probably doing Jared Goff over Justin Herbert. I think he's got the higher upside. At the end of the day, like Los Angeles offensive line isn't really that good, right? Should I start both Kyron Williams and Blake Corum? Damn. Go F your. Damn. Oh my God, it's goofy. Oh, okay, I get it. I like it. No, yes, T. Yeah, so I would start T Higgins. I'm excited to start T Higgins. I'm excited for the Cincinnati bounce back game this week. Goofy 14. No, I wouldn't start both Williams and Blake Corum. I mean, that's ballsy, right? It could be a good thing, but I mean, if you don't have any other option, that you're either gonna look like the smartest man alive or the dumbest man alive, and I don't know, man. I don't really know. I have Rico. Man. Then yeah, I would probably play both of them over Rico. I don't want to start Carolina, man. No way. Yeah. I mean, I guess technically you're starting a backup running back either way. It's not like Rico won the starting job. He kind of was given it because of injury, and then with performance, he kind of stuck around. But it's not like he ever won the starting job. So James, London, or Rice. I don't know if Rice will play, but if he does, I would do Rice versus Tennessee. But I don't think he'll play, so I think that will be an easier decision for you. Flex, McCorrin, Tracy, or Reed. Mark, thank you for the question. I might do what's that? Tyrone Tracy. Yeah, they're playing Minnesota though. I don't know if I want that. Yeah. You know what? I might just play Jaden Reed against Chicago. I think Chicago's defense is worse than Philadelphia's, so I think I would trust Jaden Reed more than I would start Terry McLaurin. Alpha, Parkinson, or Fannin, no way you're going to be starting Harold Fannin or whatever his name is after the performance he gave you last week in the semifinals of your fantasy playoffs. No way. I don't believe you will. Not a chance. To bench Colby Parkinson tonight? That does, that just sounds wrong. I don't think you will. No way. Burrow or Herbert? I'm fully expecting a bounce back game from Burrow, so I think Burrow's the answer. Will, I would do Jennings over Jaden Reed. Something about the Monday game. It's just got a certain allure to it, right? Just give me something to watch. B Victor, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense, so I don't want to start Jackson Dart. I would go Stafford tonight. Grayson, starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight to me, so I would go the Michael Carter over Terry. Will K9 tonight or Kareem Hunt? You know what? Kareem Hunt's playing Tennessee, so I think I don't hate that matchup. I might do that. I might do Kareem Hunt over K9. Damn, that's crazy. Sarah, Purdy, or Herbert? I would do Purdy. Just something about the Monday night game, right? It's got a certain allure to me. That being said, Herbert doesn't have a bad matchup against Dallas. They've been looking kind of dookie. I think I'll start K9 because he did well last time versus the Rams. Well, hey, there you go, man. Perfect. I don't know why it was a question then. Thank you for the answer. Yusuf, Dak or Burrow? Yeah, I don't know if I want to do Dak, man. I'm excited to start Burrow this week. Leslie, Lamar or Burrow? I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I will always start Lamar pretty much over anyone. Um, that being said, I fully expect a big game from Burrow, right? So, Blavon, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Keenan Corm or Keenan. Yeah, I might just go Keenan. I don't know how much I love. The one guy said that K9 did well against the Rams last time, so he might be a good pick. But yeah, I don't know if I want to do Corum. D's. Egg Bukor, Brian Thomas Jr. Should I? So I think Brian Thomas Jr. is gonna lead the league, or sorry, is gonna live on Certain Island. So I think that and also Tampa Bay kind of got called out by their quarterback or their coach last week. So I'm fully expecting a good game from all the Tampa Bay players this week. You're not wrong. It's the rushing yards that keep Lamar where he is. Adam, what's happening? Lots of questions coming in. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. If I don't get to them, definitely send me a DM. I'm not trying to ignore you. I love you guys. I just like to talk. I can't always get into everything. Killer Parkinson are both using flex. Joe, so I'm doing Kelsey and Parkinson in the tight end and the flex. I don't actually know how to I don't know how to pick between them. So I can't pick, so I'm starting both. Would you start JJ over Stafford, Lamar, S17? I mean, under normal circumstances, I might. In the semifinals of playoffs, no, I wouldn't. And also, I would do Lamar because I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. That being said, Matt Stafford is probably going to win the MVP. So, Asen, Blake Cormer, Audric Estime. So, I think Estime is going to be the starting running back. But I don't know. That being said, I don't know how much I want to start a backup running back, but and then that being said, we're going to be starting a backup anyways, right? So Santino, Tua, Parkinson, Mechie, Watson's injury, what worries me. Yeah, I already read something earlier that Watson's going to come back and not be at 100%. So yeah, I think that's gonna. I do think Watson's gonna be a little bit injured. I might do Parkinson and Mechie. Guys, thank you very much for the questions. If I don't get to them, definitely send them again or send me a DM. I'm not trying to ignore you, I promise. I just talk a lot. Warren or Kincaid, Alejandro. I might go Warren on Monday night. San Francisco's defense isn't what it used to be, and yeah, Monday night's kind of got a certain allure to it to me, right? Parkinson or DJ Moore. I mean, I don't love that Green Bay defense, so I might go Parkinson. That being said, somebody said that it's supposed to be high winds tonight, and I did just see that it's going to be raining for most of the game. So I don't know, man. That might have me a little bit worried tonight, but at the same time, no Devontae, so Parkinson definitely has a high ceiling. Gavin, should I start at Donnie Mitchell or Quentin Johnson? So for me, I don't know if my brain could handle starting a New York Jets receiver. As good as he's been, you know what I mean? Upside wise, I do like Goff over May. I think Goff's got the higher upside. That being said, like May should have a good game too against Baltimore. User, I would start May over Dak. I don't know how we can start any of the Dallas Cowboys with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? Humby, I would go Carter over Pollard. That being said, I'm playing Pollard, so I fully expect him to get like 40 points because why not, right? Waddle, Rice, C. Brown, Parkinson, PPR, pick two. I mean, I might go C. Brown and Parkinson because I don't like Waddle this week that much, and I don't know if Rice will play. We'll have to come back to that. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you. I hope that helps. That being said, if Rice does play, I'm super excited to play Rice because they're playing Tennessee, and their defense just gave up 360 yards to Shador Sanders, right? So Corum or Judkins, RB2, Austin Powers, AO. Everybody's high on Judkins. I'm not really that high. That being said, it's still starting running back versus a backup running back. And I don't know, Dakota, no problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. My brain can't really process benching a starting running back for a backup running back, regardless of what the numbers have been. And that being said, Buffalo gives up 6 yards a carry to running backs. So would I go Tyler Warren or Parkinson? I might go Parkinson. That being said, Monday night games have a certain allure to it to me, and I tend to avoid the Thursday games, so I might consider Warren. But Parkinson's in a really good position this week. Like going back to Seattle, revenge game, no Devontae Adams. Like, yeah. Tony Rowland, Ayo, Sutton, T. Higgins, Evans, or all three. My flex is Dowdle. Yeah, no, I don't want Rico Dowdle. Hell no. Sutton, T. Higgins, and Evans all day, baby. Love it. On this channel, we don't do Carolina Panthers. Hell no. So I'm a little bit biased against them. PMAC, we had somebody earlier ask if they should start Kyron Williams and Blake Corum. I don't know, man. I mean, I kind of wouldn't, but the other guy's answer or his other option was Rico Dowdle. So Rico Dowdle versus Blake Corum, I would start Blake Corum tonight. Buffalo or Saints defense. I mean, I think they're both really good. Maybe might lean towards Buffalo just because they're outdoors and the elements a little bit. New Orleans plays indoors. That being said, they're playing the Jets, who stink, right? But I might do Blake Corum or Menengai. Yeah, I might do Buffalo. Corum or Menengai. I might do Corum. I mean, that being said, Menengai has looked pretty good, but yeah, I don't know. It's both. They're both backups, right? So I might do Corum. He seems to have the higher ceiling as of this point. Austin Powers is back. Pittman or Jaden Reed. Honestly, I don't know how much I want any part of that Indianapolis offense. And like that's for real, for real. So I might go Jaden Reed. As much as I don't like that there's a Saturday game, I just don't know if I want to do any part of that Indianapolis offense. Like who's gonna be their quarterback? Is it gonna be Phillip Rivers? I just saw that Anthony Richardson is back practicing. They're talking about that Ryan Leonard guy. Do we really want that on Monday night in the fantasy semifinals? I don't, man. I know I don't. That just messes with my head. Dakota, I would go the Chiefs D over the Bills D. That Chiefs defense is for real, and I don't know how good that Tennessee offense is. No problem, my man. I hope that helps. Right, I'm just trying a little bit of word dump I know I'm not ignoring everybody else. I just tend to get into my thoughts, and it's not to me. It's not as easy as a black and white answer. You know what I mean? If it was, you guys would all have the answers, and you wouldn't need anything from me. So I like to come at it from all angles. Appreciate the follow, my man. Takes a little bit long. That's what I mean. If I'm not answering your questions, I'm not trying to ignore you. I love you guys. Keep asking them, or just send me a DM, and I'll get to them tonight. We'll rock it out. Hell yeah. I'll make sure to get to them before tonight's game if we need to. Stroud or Stafford, PPR. I mean, the quarterback doesn't really matter for PPR. But that being said, Stroud plays Las Vegas this week. Jalen Hurts just got me 30 points against Vegas last week. So I think all things being equal, I would go Stroud tonight or on Sunday. I tend to avoid the Thursday games when I can. So that's just me, right? That being said, like Stafford's probably going to win the MVP. You know what I mean? So you're sitting a potential MVP candidate, right? But that's like I said, Jalen Hurts got me 30 points last week. So I think CJ Stroud can get somewhere 25, 30 range. You know what I mean? I think so. Sam's, Schultz, McLaurin, or SME in the flex. No problem at all, man. I hope that helps, right? I hope it works out. I really do. Good luck. Sam, I would do Estime if he turns out to be the starting running back. Starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight to me. Dave, flex Aaron Jones, or are you talking Derrick Henry? We're gonna sit Derrick Henry in the semifinals of playoffs. I mean, that being said, you're talking about Baltimore. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. No way am I sitting Derrick Henry. Hell no. Phil Mealy, Chiefs or Bills D. I would do the Chiefs D. I like their defense. Tennessee's offense still stinks, right? The real John Gotti. Oh, damn. The real John Gotti's here on my stream. No way. Damn. They've been looking for you forever. I thought you died. Damn. I will definitely answer your question because I don't want to be on the hit list. Hampton, Kyron, Judkins start two. So I would probably do Hampton and Kyron. I don't know, man. I don't know that they love Judkins the way that I think we should. Because like when Judkins first came in, I was kind of thinking like he would just be more or less Nick Chubb, and would just like let us ride off into the sunset and have like the best teams in the league. But that didn't really come to fruition, right? So yeah, I don't know, man. And I fully think that Buffalo is going to get up by a few touchdowns early, and then like Cleveland will have to abandon the run game, right? Adam, there you go. That's the exact same question. Kyron, Judkins, Hampton. I would do. Oh, only one. Honestly, I tend to lean on the guys that got me to the dance. I don't try and get too cute in the playoffs. That being said, admittedly, it doesn't always work, but yeah, I would just go with Kyron tonight. I see Tracy or Hampton, Shakir or Evans. So I'm going Evans, and I'm probably going Hampton. I don't know if I want Tracy against Minnesota. Sutton, T. Higgins, or Evans. Tony Rowland. I'm starting all three, and I'm benching Rico Dowdle. Sutton, T. Higgins, and Evans. Hell yeah. Raheem, would I start Reed if Watson plays or Watson if he plays? Damn. Honestly, I would just do Reed because it's Jordan Love seems to like Reed. You know what I mean? So, Damien, Dan, thank you for the flowers. I appreciate you. Evans, Pickens, or Rice? Robbie, Waller over Brock. How can we start Brock with any sort of confidence? Damien, Rice might not play, and Pickens. How can we start Pickens with any sort of confidence? You know what I mean? So I think Evans. Also, their team got called out by their coach last week. He fucking tore a strip off them. So I'm actually super excited to see what Tampa Bay does this week. Need advice, JJ or Bryce or Dak or Stafford? Holy crap. Honestly, I might just go Stafford. All of those top tier talks, I might just go Stafford. He's probably going to win the MVP. You know what I mean? So we're sitting here talking about benching an MVP. Hurts or Brissett, McConkey or Pickens, Saints D or Bengals. So I don't know if I want to go with the Bengals defense. I know they're playing a rookie quarterback, but this is still the semifinals. In a regular week, I would probably go the Bengals D and see what happens. But yeah, I think we just go the Saints against the Jets. We go McConkey over Pickens, and I'm starting Jalen Hurts. For better or worse, make it hurt so good. Jalen Warren and Michael Carter. So I actually read that Jalen Warren could actually be in for tough sledding against Detroit. They actually are top against the running game, and they actually limit running back catches. So it could be bad news for Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell. That being said, I'm probably starting Jalen Warren. I kind of tend to lean on my guys. That also being said, I think Michael Carter might be the answer just because Atlanta's defense is worse against the run. But I tend to lean on my guys that got me there. You know what I mean? In New Gen, JMOT or Pickens. Oh, come on, man. We already know the answer to that one. How do we start Pickens with any sort of confidence? Get out of here with that. You already know the answer. Dylan, Baker, or Herbert, Stafford, or Baker. So I would actually go Baker over Stafford, Herbert. I might consider Stroud over Baker, but that's my thing. Like last week, they just got called out by their coach, and he like tore a strip off them and was super upset with them. And so I'm excited actually to see what Tampa Bay comes back with this week. Carolina's defense isn't that good, right? And Baker's got all his dogs back, right? Now he's got Evans, Godwin, Ibuka, Bucky's there. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I'm actually kind of excited for Baker. To Parkinson or Kelsey. Honestly, I can't decide as of right now, so I'm starting both. And I'm actually more excited to start Kelsey than I am Parkinson. That being said, I'm starting both because I actually can't decide. And I'm sorry for that. Chase, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Too Rod, no problem at all, man. I hope it works out for both of us. Hey, I can't start both. Then honestly, I might just lean towards Kelsey. I don't do Thursday games when I don't have to. Kelsey or Ferguson, I would do Kelsey over Ferguson. I'm actually excited for the Kansas City matchup. I don't understand how more people aren't. Like Kansas City's playing Tennessee. You know what I mean? We just watched Shador Sanders go for 360 yards against Tennessee. So Gardner Minshew's not that bad. You know what I mean? And he's got the Kansas City offense to work with. Do I think Rishi is playing? I don't know, actually. I think that a Wednesday, like a Tuesday entering concussion protocol is never good, and missing practice Wednesday is never good. That being said, he still has today and tomorrow to come back. You know what I mean? But that being said, he needs to log a full practice as part of the concussion protocol to come back. So he does have a few hoops that he has to play. I think he's confirmed to be out today. That would kind of be dookie, though. I will say his point projection dropped 3 points. So concussion will not practice Thursday. Yeah, so at this point, he's on the doubtful side of questionable. That being said, if Xavier Worthy's available anywhere, I would suggest playing him. Damn it. Of course he's not available anywhere. Rick, what's happening? I should start Kelsey maybe then. Actually, you know what? I might start Kelsey too. I think my team because I need two flex spots, but I also have Audric Estamine, and if he's the starter, I think I want to start him. But I also think Quentin Johnson I might start against Dallas. Fuck, I hate Thursday games, man. I hate Thursday games. Hey Donnie, Woody Marks over Kenneth Gainwell. I actually read that Detroit's defense is really good in limiting running back catches as well as the running back position. So like the running back position in general tends to struggle against Detroit. So I would probably go Marks, especially against Las Vegas. Like you got to think he's gonna kill it. Start Tracy, Terry, or Jacoby at the flex. Honestly, I think Jacoby's earned must start. Phoenix, Jacoby's a must start territory. And I think even against Denver, I think BTJ is going to live on Certain Island. So I think that's actually going to be better for Jacoby Myers. Knox or Waller or Bowers. Honestly, I don't know how we pick Lamb D. I don't know how we do Bowers with any sort of confidence. You know what I mean? So I think we sit him. I think it's going to be a shootout or an argument. Honestly, it's supposed to be raining there. There's supposed to be high winds. It's got all the makings of a shitty game tonight. I don't know if it's going to be a good one. I mean, I'm also saying that because I'm playing against Puka, so I'm kind of hoping that it's a shitty low scoring game. Charbonnet tonight, TD tonight. I mean, probably. That being said, what 6 field goals last game? I don't know. It's supposed to be rainy and windy up there tonight, right? So they might lean a little bit more on the run game. Hey. Yeah, all right. Dowdle, Jalen Warren, or DeAndre Swift. I'd probably go DeAndre Swift. Ray, I don't love the matchups for the other two. Kevin, Brian Thomas, DJ Moore, or Debo. I'd probably just go DJ Moore. Debo hasn't been playing that well, and Brian Thomas, as good as he's been since for the last couple of weeks, I think he lives on Certain Island. Damn, Trappity Trap. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Purdy or Baker. See, I would do Baker over Purdy. Guessing Seattle wins. Going to come down to week 18 for the NFC West crown. Damn. Vito picking Seattle tonight. You know what? It's in Seattle, is it not? Yeah, so I think you might be right. Michael, Parkinson, Etienne, or Warren as flex, have Bowers as TD1. So, Michael, I might bench Brock Bowers and put in Parkinson and Etienne. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know how we can start Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence. Yo, quick 6-pack. Oh, yeah, 6 in and out. Ain't no thing. All day, baby. Yeah, Adams is doubtful. I don't think he's going to play, actually. They said that if he was trending towards missing tonight's game. So he's now listed as doubtful. So yesterday he was questionable. Today he's doubtful. That's good for Parkinson tonight, I think. And he's projected for 0 points. So there you go. Riley, Knicks, or Prescott. I don't want any part of Dak Prescott in the Dallas offense. They stink right now. And that Los Angeles defense is legit, right? So, yeah, that being said, like Bo Nix is playing Jacksonville. They rank number 1 against the run, but they rank number 20 against the pass. So, yeah, he might not do as bad as some people think. Damn, guys, questions coming in fast and furious. Thank you. I appreciate you. If I don't get to them, I'm not ignoring you. I just talk a lot. I apologize, but I'm sorry, not sorry. If I don't get to it, definitely send me a DM. I'll get to them tonight. We'll rock it out before the game, I promise. The Jesus, Dowdle, or ETN. On this channel, we don't do Carolina Panthers, so I am not. I don't know how we start any Carolina Panther with any sort of confidence. I know that Jacksonville's playing the Denver defense, but he got 3 receiving touchdowns last week, right? So he's used as more than a running back. I don't know. User London or Michael Wilson. I think Michael Wilson is kind of must start. I know Drake being back is exciting for everyone, but Yeah, I think Michael Wilson's just kind of earned it. If you've got somebody else, I might consider benching them for London. But yeah, I think Michael Wilson's probably the answer. Cole, Kelsey, or Parkinson. Honestly, I have them both in right now. But we did just do a little bit of research. Rasheed Rice might not play, so that'll be a lot better for Travis Kelsey. So if you can't play both, I might lean towards Kelsey, but I'm playing them both. I think I just like Parkinson tonight. Revenge game going back to Seattle. The revenge game narrative always plays in effect for me. I like it. And no Devontae, right? He's got less competition for targets. Bobby, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Dak, CD, or McCarthy. Yeah, I'm playing CD, the official DH, the official designated hitter, eh? Yeah, I'm playing CD Lamb, but I don't know that we could play Dak with any sort of confidence. So I might go JJ. Kevin, Kyron Williams, Donald Hampton, or Derrick Henry, pick two. So I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, and I just lean towards the guys that got me to the dance. So I'm doing Derrick Henry and Kyron Williams. I don't care for Rico Dowdle. Parkinson is getting more touches with Adam out, so that's huge. Pickup in fantasy for tonight. Bam, 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 bam. I have him starting in both of my leagues, actually. So we're going to hopefully rock it out. The official, thank you for the like. Appreciate you. Purdy or JJ. I mean, JJ's looked really good. Monday night games just tend to have a little bit more I tend to lean a little bit more towards the Monday night game, so I might consider Purdy over JJ. Marty Egbuka over Rodriguez. I'm excited to start him this week. I think that the Philadelphia's defense is actually pretty good, and Tampa Bay's offense just got chewed out by their coach last week. So, yeah, I'm excited to start Tampa Bay guys this week. Wilson with MHJ back. Wilson because MHJ is back. Hell yeah. I think that's going to be so good for him. Laz, Bowers are strange. Oh my God. Marty, no problem at all. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. You guys are awesome. Questions coming in fast and furious, guys. If you just joined, you guys are awesome. I appreciate you. I talk a lot, so I'm not ignoring your question. Send me a DM. We'll get to them tonight if I don't get your question, or just keep putting it up there. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Love you guys. Strange or Barner. I mean, I don't know. I might just go Strange. You know what I mean? Adrian, Fannin, or Parkinson. Oh, come on, man. You're not going to sit Parkinson tonight in favor of a Cleveland Browns player, are you? No way. What's your score prediction? You know what? With the rain and the wind, I don't know, man. What was it? 16-13 for Seattle last game? I could see 20. You know what? I could see 17-10. You know what I mean? 24-17. I don't think, yeah, I don't know if it'll be as high scoring as we want it to be. That's the shitty thing. Sosa, Parkinson, or Schultz. So I don't like. It was 21. Oh no! I'm talking about Seattle's game last week against Indianapolis, because the last game between these two was in LA, right? So in Seattle is going to be completely different. You know what? 21-19 could be a good prediction for this one too. 18-16. Is that what it was? Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's right. 6 field goals. Good Lord. Ew. Jacoby Myers or Egbuka. My man, I don't know. Jacoby Myers was reached must-start territory, I think. And I know they're playing Denver, but I think BTJ is going to live on Certain Island, which could be very good for Jacoby. And in PPR, yeah, I think so. Name, I would probably start Ladd over Terry and Tet. I don't do Carolina Panthers. No, thank you. Alver, start 2, Debo, Monty, or Smitty. So I might leave Debo on the bench. He just hasn't been doing really well. You know what I mean? Duck, JJM, or Shaw. I mean, Shaw's playing the Jets defense. So, I mean, if I had to pick one, I'd probably go Shaw indoors against the Jets rather than JJ McCarthy in New York outside. Because at the end of it, JJ, it's going to be cold in New York, right? I can see it being 23-20 Seattle. Well, what's the over under? I think you're right. I think we go under 42 and a half. 23-20 is 43 points. Do we go over? I played Etienne, McBride, Henderson, and Purdy in round one. Kenny, no. Oh, my thoughts out, prayers are out to you, man. Guys, there's a lot of people on here now. You guys are wicked. I won't be able to get to all your questions. I'm not ignoring you. I promise. I love you guys. I love all of you. If I can't get to them, definitely send me a DM. I will do that. That's a tough thing too, because Thursday night football is always low scoring with the short week. No, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. Damn, that's funny too. Your prediction goes over 42 and a half, but only by half a point. Actually, I got screwed on Monday night from that. I did under 42 and a half, and it was 43. Parkinson in the rain and the wind, or Schultz. Johnny, so Las Vegas is actually the best, one of the top, their top five against the tight end position, as dookie as their defense is. They're actually decent against tight ends, so I might consider Parkinson tonight. Yeah, okay, it's rainy and windy, but it's also back in Seattle, right? Revenge game. I'm excited. Dan, thank you. I appreciate that. Jones Jr., Shakira, Evans in the flex. Honestly, the answer is probably Jones Jr. You know what? It's probably Aaron Jones, man, playing the Giants in the cold. Yeah, we just watched JCM go for almost 100 and a touchdown. So, yeah, I think Aaron Jones is probably the answer. Wandale or Ladd. Yeah, for the same reason, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense. So I might just go Ladd. D-Ledge, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. User, pick three. Swift Marv, Tracy, Reed, BTJ. So I might just go right there. Swift, Marv, Tracy. Those might be the three that I take. D-Ledge, ETN, Marks, Hampton, Kyron, pick two. So I think that Kyron, yeah, I tend to lean towards the guys that brought me to the dance. So Kyron and ETN are probably the guys that I would do. Slum Wolf, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. That being said, I do like Marks' matchup. So, like, if you don't think you can handle Kyron tonight, I'd probably do Marks over or against Las Vegas. You got to figure he's probably going to do well. RJ or Brees. Yeah, I'd probably just go RJ. I don't really care for the Jets offense right now. That being said, Brees has got the better matchup on paper, right? So he might do better. He might have the higher ceiling. Hampton Marks or Juwan for the flex then. You know what? I'll probably do Marks against Las Vegas. I'm excited for him. It's Moy, Jacoby over McLaurin. I don't know. Jacoby's reached kind of must start territory for me. So I'm excited to start him. Adam, Audric Esteman, Ladder, Goddard. Honestly, if Esteman is the starter, starting running backs kind of hold a little bit more weight to me. No problem at all, my man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. And so I would probably do I'd probably do Esteman. Mark's injury concern you at all? Chubb's coming back. I mean, it probably would, but they're playing they're playing Las Vegas defense. You know what I mean? So like if they were playing like a half decent defense, like if they were playing Kansas City, you know what I mean, or Houston, I'd probably be a little bit more worried. But against Las Vegas, nah, I'm not really worried at all. Kyron Judkins or Hampton at RB2. Adam, I'd probably just do Kyron. That's my dog. That's our dog coming into it, right? So no problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Delish, good luck. Diggs or Jennings. Honestly, I might go Jennings. You know, the Monday night game kind of holds a little bit more weight to me. Also, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. And I don't know. Like our defense is better now, right? So Sauce and Ward out. That might be good for Jennings. I know Sauce is out. I didn't know Ward is out. Facts, yeah. So I mean that's hey. Jesus fuck. Holy shit. Sorry guys. Fuck. What are you freaking out for? Jesus. Sorry guys. Holy fucking scared the shit out of me. Yeah, no, I didn't know that Ward is going to be out, but I did know Sauce is going to be out. But yeah, that's definitely. But yeah, that's me too. I'm a biased. I'll tell you right away. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. What can I say, man? I want my team to win. I want my guys to do well. I don't. I tend to lean towards them. You know what I mean? I'll give you common sense perspectives on both sides of it. But if you're asking like me, I would lean towards my guys. You know what I mean? Josh, thoughts on my lineup? Stroud, Pickens, Gibbs, Bucky, Goddard, Javante, Patterson, Minnesota defense. Very good lineup. I don't love the Dallas players this week against a very good LA defense that's been playing really well, and Dallas just hasn't been doing well. I know I'm a big proponent of starting the guys that get me there, but I don't know, man. Darcy, Shaheed, or Cup? Wow, has it really come down to that? I think Shaheed's probably the answer because he's got a better chance to return a punt for a touchdown. But I don't know that I would want to start either. Steelers were choked. Tommy Lee's Bengals trade Burrow. Lamar first ring. Yes, I love it. Steelers will choke though. Eventually they will. You're not wrong. Zaire Jennings. So that's where I'm saying it's more. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'd probably pick Zay. That being said, I think the answer is Jennings. Like my man said, no Ward, no Sauce. That's gonna be great. Plus, no DeForest Buckner to kind of put pressure on Brock Purdy. So yeah, I think Jennings might be the answer. As much as, like I said, and I'll be the first to admit it, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. I think, yeah, I think so. You know what, Ty? Would I go Knicks or Purdy? I think I just talked myself into Brock Purdy right there over Bo Nix. Vikings or Rams defense? I'd go Vikings, man. And a 44-year-old at quarterback. No, you're not wrong. I'd go the Vikings. They're playing the Giants. They stink. You know what I mean? So on numbers and stats, you start Jennings. The only thing is Zay gets more opportunities. No, you're not wrong. And Zay definitely has all the opportunities in the like, and that's the thing. Like, there's a very real possibility Zay goes for what 140 and a tutty, 100%. It's very real possibility. I can get behind that. No question at all. But common sense kind of tells me that the opportunity's there for Jennings too, right? Honestly, that would suck if my man gets 25 points on your bench and you're kind of hoping for that from Jennings on Monday. So like that's my thing. Like I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so there's no way I could live with myself. My man gets 25 points on my bench, and I'm waiting for that to happen on Monday night. When I can only imagine that in playoffs, I probably need that 25 points. You know what I mean? No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you. I really do. I hope it helps. I know it's just a lot of word vomit coming out here, but like I really hope it helps. I hope it works out for you. Good luck. Parkinson or Bowers, my man. How do we start Bowers with any sort of confidence? Same thing, Greg. Do you really start Hannon with any sort of confidence? It helps. No problem at all, man. That you know what? I really like hearing that. I like hearing that it helps. Because that's why I do it. I do this only to help you guys. I'm not trying to screw you guys over. And that's why I'm saying, like, I'm a biased fan towards my team. So I'm going to play my team. But I'll also give you a very decent, like a well thought out reasoning behind both of them. You know what I mean? Adam, Brissett, Brown, Kyron Ladd, Amon Ra, Parkinson, D. Henry, Fairbairn, Saints D. Love it. I love it. I don't think I would change anything. Booyah. My man's moved my man down to the flex spot. Derrick Henry can only garner a flex spot on your roster. Damn, that's savage, dude. That's fucking hurts. Hurts my soul right there. Hurts right there. That's where it hurts. Honestly, I can see the Pats losing the Ravens, Bills beating Cleveland. Hey, honestly, and it's in Baltimore too. Baltimore's defense looked really good last week against Joe Burrow, right? So hell yeah. Hell yeah. Also, New England's reeling, man. That type of loss last week can really derail a season. That's got the type to derail a season. So Stafford or Baker. I mean, I think Stafford's going to win the MVP, right? So you're kind of benching a potential MVP candidate. But I think Baker's got the higher upside this week. Yes, I think high. No, Henry should be RB1. And then your other guy RB2 and Kyron in the flex. Jesus. But it doesn't matter. That's just it's just my dog you're talking about. That's all. Who should I start? Who did we yeah, I that's what I was saying. I think Baker's got the higher upside. Slumwolf, Ladder, Jennings. Damn. Actually, I don't know, man. Semifinals, I need to win. Hey, man, I'm in the semifinals too. I need to win also. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to help you lose. People sleeping too much on Baltimore. Their record is average, but Lamar was out for a while. You're not wrong. And even when Lamar was playing, their defense was banged up. They were missing like 6 starters at one point for multiple weeks. So, man, hell yeah, people are sleeping on Baltimore. It's just their passing game that's going to get them. Because they don't really have any receivers. It's Zay Flowers and then, a 60-year-old fucking DeAndre Hopkins. And then they're tight ends, right? So, they don't really have the receiving game to kind of do much. Shaheed or Pearsall. Luke, damn, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel. Honestly, I tend to lean away from the Thursday night games when I can. But if I'm hoping for a guy on Monday to play, I really need him. I need to know that he plays. So I might take the points with Shaheed tonight versus waiting on Shaheed and then having Pearsall be injured. You know what I mean? Yeah. So see Vito, I'm with you right there. I think I might just take the points where I can get them. I don't like waiting for injured guys, hoping that they play. You know what I mean? Cade Miller, if Rasheed plays, Rasheed's my answer, but I don't think he's gonna play, so therefore I pick Evans. Dylan, Warren, or Parkinson. I think I might lean towards Parkinson. I don't really know if I want to trust that Indianapolis offense. You know what I mean? It's Phillip Rivers at quarterback right now, but I just saw Anthony Richardson's coming back to practice. There's talk about that Ryan Leonard guy or Riley Leonard, whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to start any of the Indianapolis team with any confidence in my semifinal match. You know what I mean? So, Hunter, Pitts, or Harvey. I would go Harvey. I don't know, man. Pitts. Yeah, I don't. If London there, I like that right there, Vito. Thank you. Yeah, if London plays, then I don't think Pitts is the answer. But if London is out, then Pitts is definitely the answer. I like that. Thank you for answering that. I appreciate you. User Warren or Estime. So if Estime is the starting running back, I'm going to start the starting running back all day. And I'd also rather go the Cincinnati D over the Giants. Minnesota actually looks half decent lately. Braylon, Lawrence, Goff, or Baker. I think Goff has the highest upside. No Tet this week. Hey, that's all right. You know what, then? I might consider Coker with no Tet over Devontae Smith. Trust me when I tell you that's a tough decision on my part. I don't do Carolina Panthers over anyone. I just know that from experience having the Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts stack, that Devontae Smith has been kind of a letdown. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean. I know you know what I mean. He's been kind of a letdown. I don't even really know why I decided that stack was a good idea when I was drafting. I actually hate my team. But I'm up here in the semifinals. I actually finished with the most points in the league, which is crazy. And it's funny because you can see I'm projected to lose by 20. I had the most points in the league. What? What does that even mean? Projected to lose by 20. I had the most points. Nobody on my team is sitting. So I don't get it. Aiden, Smith, or Evans. You know what? I might go Evans. Tampa Bay's team got called out by their coach last week. So I think I'm expecting a big game. I had Mahomes. Now should I play McCarthy or Dart? Honestly, I don't want to play against that Minnesota defense, so I would go McCarthy. Michael Wilson, if Marv plays, Michael Carter, Ibuka, Coker, or Waller. Yeah, somebody answered it before, and I think I'm with you. I think Michael Wilson probably has the highest upside. And I think if Marv plays, it's better for Michael Wilson. Boxing, Knicks or Stafford. Sorry, don't mean to cut that off there. That being said, starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight for me, but I think Michael Wilson, he's just been playing too well, and especially in PPR. Boxing, Knicks or Stafford. So I think Knicks actually might have a higher upside than Stafford. I'm kind of expecting a little bit of an ugly game tonight. And Jacksonville ranks number 1 against the run, but they rank number 20 against the pass. So I think Knicks might have the higher upside. I'm also tossing up Parkinson's or Bowers this week. See, Johnny, I don't know. How do we start Bowers with any sort of confidence? On the road against Houston maybe Geno Smith's back. Is that good? I don't know. Yeah, I might do Parkinson tonight. Elver, Carter, Monty, or Judkins. I might do Carter. I think Monty has a little bit of a higher upside, but I think Carter is probably the pick this week. Andrew, too slippery. MHA or Henry in the flex. Are you talking Derrick Henry? That's my dog, man. And he only makes the flex on your team? Savage. You guys are savage. Derrick Henry in the flex? Man. Making me cry a little bit. Kelsey or Parkinson? Yo, honestly, I can't choose. I have them both. If I had to choose, gun to my head, I might choose Kelsey. Rashee Rice might not play. I think Kelsey might have the higher upside, but as of this point, I can't play. Or I can't pick, so I have them both. Carter or Judkins if you have Wilson in your lineup. Why would Wilson matter about the running back? Doesn't make any sense. Like I would pick Carter anyways, regardless of if I had Wilson or not. I don't understand why that makes a difference. But I don't know, man. I don't like Judkins really. Like I was expecting Judkins to come in and kind of be like a Nick Chubb. You know what I mean? So and he hasn't been. So I don't know really if I like him very much. Alvaro, I would pick Chase Brown and Etienne. Like I know they're playing Buffalo, who gives up 6 yards a carry, but I don't think that Cleveland's going to be able to take advantage of it. I think. Oh shit, John Gotti's back. Fuck. I hope I did something. I hope I did right. Damn it. So yeah, no, I don't think that. I think Buffalo gets up quickly, and I don't know that Cleveland has to go to the run. Queen Mimi, do I think Rashee will play this week? I can tell you that as of yesterday to today, his projection went down 3 points. And I know that entering the concussion protocol on Tuesday and then not practicing Wednesday doesn't make me feel warm and fuzzy inside. I'd say at this point, he's on the doubtful side of questionable, if I can use a fantasy football term. Brian, I think we go Goddard over Bowers. I don't know how we start Bowers with any sort of confidence. Johnny, you want to pick up Parkinson, have Bowers and Fannin, or should I keep Kamara, Mitchell, or Johnson? Or should I drop? I mean, honestly, like you want to pick up Parkinson. I want to pick him up too. I would pick him up, and then I'd probably just drop Fannin. See, that's the thing. Like, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, right? So any Cleveland Brown on my team. That being said, this league right here, I'm pretty sure that I have a very good chance to make and win the championship, and I have 3 Pittsburgh Steelers on my team, and it kind of upsets me a little bit, but we do what we can. That being said, I don't think Kamara plays, and even if he does play next week, can you really start him with any sort of confidence? So I think you'd be okay to get rid of Kamara. I would be. And even if somebody picks him up and plays him against you, he's probably going to have the game of his life. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, there's only one guy that can pick him up and play him against you. So yeah, I think Kamara is the answer to get rid of. Best fantasy live on here? No way. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate you saying that. That's what I was thinking. Hey, Johnny, I'm with you, man. 100%. Sometimes I'm with you. I just need like another person to kind of reassure what I'm thinking. I like that. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. Carter, Loveland, or Rice. So Rice might not play. Snarbo. And I think I would do Carter over Loveland. Rel, Lamar, or Brissett in the championship. Honestly, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens every single day of the week, times 100. That being said, I fully expect a good game from Brissett. He's got a lot of weapons around him, and I think 25 points is very attainable for him. So, yeah, I'd probably say 25 points from Brissett. And then you'll have to look at that on your bench before the Baltimore game. If you don't think you can handle that, I could totally get behind picking Brissett. Like I said, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. You know what I mean? Purdy, Burrow, or Stafford. Opponent has Parkinson and Puka. Yeah, I don't know. So what are you thinking there then, Thomas? Like, are we thinking that we have to play Stafford to kind of counteract those points? Because I think that I think that Stafford kind of has the lowest ceiling of those other two guys. Purdy we kind of like on Monday night, and Joe Burrow I fully expect a bounce back game from him this week. So yeah, I don't know. I'd like to know the thought behind wanting to play Stafford with the other two. Like, is it that you're trying to trying to counteract their points or whatever? I don't know. Do I think Jacobs plays? Yes, I think Jacobs plays. He played injured last week and still got 2 touchdowns and 25 fantasy points. So, guys, there's a lot of guys in here right now. Thank you so much for the questions. I appreciate you. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. I just talk a lot. If you need to, definitely send me a DM and we'll get to it. Trying to counteract his points, so I'm hesitant. No, I know what you're doing. I understand that. Yeah, I just think that at the end of the day, so your quarterback throws for 25 yards, he gets 1 point. But in full PPR, Puka Nacua just made that catch and he gets 3.5 points. So I don't think that they're going to do, I don't think Stafford is going to do what you want him to do with regards to those two, in the counteracting. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Your guy gets 1 point, their guy gets 3.5. And your guy gets the touchdown pass, that's 6. But their guy gets 9.5. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't think that it will work the way that you want it to. Damn, Nikki, what's happening? My room is popping. There's a lot of questions being flown around here. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Wandale, Jennings, or Franklin. Honestly, I think Jennings might have the highest upside. Purdy or Burrow. See, that's the thing. I tend to lean a little bit towards the Monday night games if I can, but I fully expect a bounce back game from Burrow. He's got T. Higgins back. Jamar Chase, I can only imagine he's gonna have a wicked game. So I'm excited for Joe Burrow this week. I do tend to lean towards the Monday night games when I can, but I think Burrow might have the higher upside. That being said, I know that I know that Sauce Gardner's out. And I'm pretty sure that Charvarius Ward is out too. So that works well for Brock Purdy. Thomas, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Pats, Bills, Jags, Texans. Holy Mackinac. Yeah, they do. If my opponent has Terry, should I start Debo? Also have Smitty and they play each other. If my opponent has Terry, should I start Debo? Yeah, I don't know about that one, man. If my opponent has Terry, should I start Debo? That I don't think that's gonna work out the way that you want it to. I wouldn't start Debo just because my opponent has Terry. I don't want to try and get too cute in the playoffs. Seahawks winning tonight. Nice. Seahawks money line. We've got over 42.5 points. Looks like we got a parlay going on. Zach Charbonnet, anytime touchdown. Holy Mackinac. I might play it. Last time we did a parlay that we all liked, it ended up losing by 1 point, literally 1 point. It went over 42.5 because it went to 43. Lando, Pitts, or Parkinson. I think Parkinson's got the higher upside. See, that's the thing. I think Pitts is going to be really good if Drake London doesn't play. But if Drake London plays, Pitts is going to have an off game. And I don't know, man. I don't know if I would want, I don't know if I could wait for that. So I might just try and, I might just take the points, right? Erica, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Should I start Minnesota or Kansas City? I would start Kansas City here. I'm desperate here. Rome is out. Smitty is boomer bust, and Debo sucks. No, you're not wrong. And I'm with you. That's exactly what I was thinking too. And so for that reason, like I wouldn't. That's what I mean. I wouldn't start Debo just because the opponent has Terry. If I didn't have any other option, I would start Debo. But I would start Smitty over Debo. Aaron, thank you for the follow. Let's not start Dak. Come on, man. We don't want to start Dak. No way. Burrow's, I'm fully expecting a bounce back game from Burrow. Jay, Kelsey over Ferguson all day, baby. They're playing Tennessee, man. Do you think London and Higgins will play? I need them. I think Higgins will play, and it kind of sounds like Drake London will play. So I feel like at this point, we're on the optimistic side of questionable. Whereas for Rashee Rice, we're on the doubtful side of questionable. Will, Chase Brown all day, man. Judkins and Dowdle, come on now. Wonder what's up with Lamb. Honestly, I think it's just the Dallas offense in general. I think they're stinky now. Andrew, I think Carter has higher upside than Judkins. I think playing Buffalo, they're going to get down early. And I don't know that they'll be away. They'll be, oh, he's sick? Yeah, I don't know that Judkins will have the impact that we want him to have. Erica, Soulfly, yes. So I would probably do Jaden Reed. I don't know if I want to do any. I don't know if I want to do any part of that Miami offense with a rookie quarterback. I don't know, man. I don't know if I would want to. Also, Jaden Reed looked really good since he's been back, right? What's wrong with Dak? I have no idea, man. Do I drop the Seahawks kicker because of the weather? I could get behind that. Yeah. It's supposed to be windy and rainy tonight, so yeah, I don't know. Didn't he just get you 6 field goals last week? Damn, that's crazy. But yeah, no, I'm with you. I think the weather might lead me away from there. I already got rid of the LA kicker, but that's just me. Start MHJ or Kyron Williams at the flex. Devin, I'd probably just go Kyron Williams. I tend to lean to the guys that that got me to the dance. Erica, no way. Baltimore Ravens fan here. Biased Baltimore Ravens fan. We are going to put up lots of points against the Patriots. No, that being said, I like the Chiefs defense. They're a legit defense. Tennessee's offense is dookie, right? So normally I might consider, like, and even under normal circumstances, I would probably consider the Chiefs over over New England, unless like the Chiefs were playing like Buffalo, you know what I mean? And then maybe, but yeah, no, I like the Chiefs defense. Drake May is going to put BTA. I don't know what a BTA is, but that doesn't sound very nice. Watch your language here, sir. Is that Drake May or Tom Brady? I think it might be a little bit of both. Chris Godwin or Michael Carter, Nolan. Starting running backs. Belt to A. Oh no, that doesn't sound very fun at all. I starting running backs tend to have a little bit more, like tend to lean or have a little bit more weight to me. So I might go Michael Carter over Godwin. Addison or Debo. I might choose Addison. Debo's been kind of dookie. You know what I mean? Devin, I think the Chiefs D probably has the highest upside out of all of those three. They're playing Tennessee, right? Like Tennessee's defense isn't that good, not at all. Start three: Jennings, Hampton, Carter, Reed, or Jettas. So I'm doing Jennings, Carter, and Jettas. I'm not starting Jetta, or I'm not sitting Jettas, not me. Jennings has a good matchup on Monday, and Carter's starting running back. Yeah. Justin, Pierce, Goddard, or Hubbard at the flex. I'd probably go Goddard. Tough to trust Debo. No, I'm with you, man. I like, and that's the thing. Like under normal circumstances, maybe, but like in the semifinals of the playoffs, it's tough to trust him, especially on a Saturday too. Why do they have to have Saturday games? Like f off with the Saturday. Come on, man. Ronnie, I think Baker has a higher upside than Stafford. I don't know. We're kind of expecting a shitty game tonight in Seattle. It's going to be raining. It's going to be windy. It'll probably be a little bit cold. I don't think it's going to be very fun tonight. Marcus, Diggs, Waddle, Michael Wilson. Hey, Ronnie, no problem at all, man. I hope that helps. I hope it works out. I really do. Marcus, Diggs, Waddle, Wilson, RJ Harvey, start two. Yeah, so I don't know if I'd want Waddle and RJ Harvey. I think Wilson and Diggs might be the answers. Debo against Cooper DeJean, Terry against Michael Wilson. You know what? Philadelphia's defense has actually looked pretty decent the last couple weeks. So, Devin, thank you for the follow. Start two, MHJ Wilson, JMO. Yeah, I don't know, man. JMO's kind of reached must start to me, right? So I think JMO and Wilson. I don't know if MHJ. I mean, in PPR, Wilson's been super good, right? And I think he does well with MHJ back. Juju, Brad, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Coker, Jawar, Jordan, Parkinson, or Waller. So I don't think Jordan's going to do anything. And I think I might just go Coker and Parkinson. Watson, Terrier, Ethan, T. Higgins all day, baby. Brett, what's up, man? Igbuka, Reed, or Tet. So it sounds like Tet might not play. And I mean, I don't know how we can start Igbuka with any sort of confidence over Jaden Reed. So I think for those reasons, we might do Jaden Reed. Chicago's defense is kind of hurt too, right? Hampton, London, or MHJ. Sorry. Excuse me. Tyler, Hampton, London, or MHJ. Yeah, I'd probably just do London. Sims MHJ's back, can't play Wilson. Who do I start as a flex? Why can't we play Wilson? Why are we hating Wilson? But also, I'm starting T. Higgins. Why are we benching T. Higgins? Hold on. What? We're benching Wilson, Woody Marks, and T. Higgins? Good Lord. How good is your team, man? Lover, start Myers or Dicker. Bad weather for the Seattle game. That's what I'm hearing. Weather might be an issue. So Dicker's been all right, and they're in Dallas, which is the dome, right? So I'm fine with that. Stack McBride with Brissett or start Dak or Burrow. Jacob, I mean, you could do worse than stacking McBride with Brissett. I don't mind it. That being said, I'm fully expecting a huge game from Burrow. So, yeah. I might go Burrow, but I like Brissett. He's all right. Stafford or Dart. Honestly, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense, so I might go Stafford tonight and hope for the best. Jacob, Etienne, Dowdle, or Henderson. I mean, honestly, I might do Etienne. 49ers versus Rivers or Broncos. Yeah, I would do 49ers versus Rivers. Jacksonville's actually looked pretty good, right? Johnny, Watson, Johnson, Mitchell, or Pearsall. Who do I start? Or should I just look for another wide out? You know what? Quentin Johnson not bad actually this week. Going against Dallas, their defense has been dookie the last little bit, and I like Herbert this week. So I think I might be doing Johnson also this week. Sky, Parkinson or Warren, Wilson or Pickens. So I would do Parkinson and Wilson. Yeah, I don't know how we start Pittsburgh or Pickens with any sort of confidence. Why do the experts have 49ers defense so far down? If I had the answer to that, I would definitely tell you. And if I had all of the answers, I would definitely tell you all the answers. I have no idea, right? Like they're playing. See, that's the thing. Like, yeah, okay, Jonathan Taylor's still there, but like they're also. It could be Phillip Rivers. It could be Anthony Richardson. I heard is practicing. They're also talking about Riley Leonard, who's a rookie. So I don't want any part of any of that Indianapolis offense. And like again, I think if there's one week where Jonathan Taylor could let you down, it's definitely this week. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. I honestly have no answer for that. Devin, thank you for the rose. I appreciate you. Hampton or Ladd in the flex. I mean, I'd probably lean Hampton. We can probably bet on his production more than we can Ladd. Swift, Sutton, and Dowdle pick 2. Demango, Swift and Sutton right there, baby. I don't want any part of Rico Dowdle, backup running back from Carolina Panthers in the semifinals of the fantasy playoffs. No way, no way, no how. Rona, Hampton, or Woody at the flex. What happened to 17 different players? Now we've just got it down to Hampton or Woody. Honestly, I would go Woody against Las Vegas. Their defense stinks. Mace, Judkins, or Myers. Yeah, I don't know, man. Everybody is really high on Judkins this week because they play Buffalo. But, follow along for a second. Let's say Buffalo goes up 21-0 in the first quarter. How much of the Cleveland run game are you really going to trust after that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think Myers has reached must-start territory for me. Like, as much as they're playing Denver, I think BTJ lives on Certain Island, which actually opens up a lot more for Jacoby Myers. So I'm actually excited for him. Tyler, I think Purdy might have a higher upside than Herbert. Their LA's offensive line is kind of dookie, and I tend to lean a little bit more towards the Monday games. Somebody said no Char'Darius Ward might be out. That'd be wicked. There's no Sauce Gardner. DeForest Buckner's out. So I think I actually like Purdy this week. Dowdle, Kyron, Henry, 3 starting, 3 running backs. Well, I'm doing Kyron and Henry. I'm not doing any part of Rico Dowdle. In my fantasy semifinals, not a chance, man. Dart or Brissett. Honestly, I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense, so I would do Brissett. Evan Hull or Darren Warren in my flex. Can you pick up Audrey Estime? Because I think he's going to be the starter. Aiden, love Mayfield, Stroud, leaning Stroud, but don't know. Honestly, last week Jalen Hurts got me 30 points against Las Vegas, so I think Stroud is a pretty good answer. Yeah, I think you could bet on 25, 30 points from Stroud. Would you get Parkinson or Kelsey? Graham, honestly, I'm playing both. I can't pick, so I got them both in. Aiden, no problem at all, man. I hope it helps. I know I talk a lot. I'm not ignoring you guys, I promise. I just talk a lot. But I love you guys. If I don't get to your question, definitely send me a DM. I'll get you tonight. We'll rock on. 80 Mitchell or Coker, Bino. I might do Coker. Sounds like there's going to be no Tet. And so that Tampa Bay defense is kind of dookie. Rass, Fannin, or Schultz. Honestly, I don't care for the Cleveland offense. I don't know, man. I think Fannin might have the higher upside because Schultz, Las Vegas is actually really good against the tight end position. Honestly, right now I don't know. Come back though. I go live every day. Send me a follow, and we'll come back to that one. Fuck. I can't choose right now. We're just start Hampton over JT or Chase Brown. Probably not. But I do think that JT might have a letdown week. Like I'm really thinking that he could have a letdown week. Now last week, what he did, they did Dookie, and he got what 16 points. So that's not terrible, you know what I mean? But Jeremiah, Hall, or Tet, it doesn't sound like Tet's gonna play. So for that reason, I would do Hall, Babe Ruth. I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan, so I would do Lamar over Kirk. That being said, I don't know how you can start Lamar or start Kirk over Lamar. Come on, man. Illig, Higgins, Rice, or Sutton. If Rice plays, it's Rice, but if he doesn't play, it's Higgins. And it doesn't sound like Rice is going to play. Sid Henderson, Tracy, or Devontae Smith. Connell, I would sit Tracy. I don't know. I don't want any part of that Minnesota defense. You know what I mean? Brees, Michael, Parkinson, or Bowers. I'm in the chip. So I want to ask you a serious question. Can you start Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence in your championship game? Connell, no problem. And for me, I would say no. But I don't know, man. I'm starting Thing tonight, Parkinson tonight. But I don't know how you can start. I don't know how you can start Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence in your championship. You know what I mean? J Money, do we sit Puka with the weather? Have London, Mike Evans, and Mike Wilson. Damn, you got you got some to choose from. I mean, I don't know how there is supposed to be bad weather tonight. I don't know how you can sit Puka. I'm playing against Puka right here, so I can only imagine he's going to go for 55 points. Austin is starting Kelsey over the Parkinson hype. Nice. I like that. Somebody that can keep an even keel. And you know what? I'm with you on that one, especially if Rice doesn't play. I think Kelsey's upside is way too high. And honestly, that's why I'm starting them both. Like my other option is Rashee Rice, but he might not play. So you know what I mean? I also tend to take the points where I can get them. Also, the revenge game narrative has some meaning to it, to me at least. Like revenge game against Seattle. I'm excited for it. I would do T. Higgins over Mike Evans. I'm expecting a huge game. Hampton or Myers, Blake. I think Myers has reached must-start territory for me, honestly. So Caden, Evans, Flowers, and Waddle, pick two. I would do Evans and Flowers. I mean, I don't know how we can start Waddle with any sort of confidence. For me, it's the semifinals. You know what I mean? I don't know. Rookie quarterback, man. Cincinnati's defense is dookie, but they do tend to be better against wide receivers. Brandon, Brissett scoring. Would you consider him over May? I mean, I might consider Brissett. He's probably going to get 25, 27 points. I mean, if MHJ comes back, that's so much better for him too, right? So Blake, Loveland, or Parkinson leading towards Loveland. So I don't know, man. I might do Parkinson over Loveland. That being said, no Rome really helps Loveland, so I can get behind that. But yeah, I might do Parkinson over Loveland. But I can understand Loveland 100%. Pittman Jr., Keenan Allen, or Jay Coker, Ronan. So, like, no Burden either, though. Actually, I didn't know that Burden was out, too. I like that, then. I'm with you on that one. I could get behind Loveland for sure. Parkinson's going to have a decent game, though, with no Devontae, and he's going back to Seattle. So, you know what? I don't think it'll be too much different. Go with the guy that you like. Go with the guy that you're more confident in. Especially, it's your team, man. Especially in the semifinals, you got to go with the guy that you like. And I don't think that the difference will be too. Like, it's not like Parkinson's going to get 40 points and then Loveland's going to get like 5. That's what I don't think. Hell yeah! Good luck. I hope it works out for you. I really do. I hope it works out for both of us. Honestly, I hope they both get 40 points, and then you'll be upset that you didn't play both. Oh, fantasy football. Start two: Jennings, Brown, Rice, or Robinson. So Rice might not play, so I might do Jennings and Brown. I think they have the higher upside. Blake, thank you for the follow. Purdy, J Love, Kellen. I mean, I kind of like Purdy this week. I think that he'll be all right. No Sauce Gardner, probably no Chardarius Ward, no DeForest Buckner. Yeah, I like Purdy this week. Ray Rojas, Seattle or Bengals. I might go Bengals playing a rookie quarterback. Guys, thank you so much for the questions, man. You guys are wicked. They're coming fast and furious. There's a lot of you here. I'm not ignoring you. I just talk a lot. Send me a DM. I'll definitely get to your questions. Definitely before tonight's game, we can rock it out. Cooter, Goff, Reset. I think Goff has the higher upside. I'm excited for that one. Zach, Burrow, Dart, Reset. Need a QB streamer. You can stream Joe Burrow? Damn, that's crazy. Hey, I would probably go with Joe Burrow. I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, so I know all about Joe Burrow, and so I fully expect a bounce back game from him. He's got T. Higgins back, Jamar Chase in Miami. Yeah, I'm excited. Waller or Strange. Cam, thank you for the follow. I'd probably do Waller. They're playing the worst defense against the tight end position. Sky, Wilson, Pickens, or Jefferson. So I'm starting Wilson and Jefferson. I won't be picking between those two. And I don't know why we can't start them both. Why can't we start them both? Seems pretty cut and dry to me. Cutter, Harvey, Gainwell, Carter, DK for the one RB, one flex spot. So I would go DK and I would go Carter. Gainwell is he's very tasty looking, but Jackson or Detroit, I actually read that is one of the best, not like against the running back position all across the board. Like they give up the least, some of the least amount of rushing yards, and they don't allow a lot of catches to the running back position. So yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of upset with my Jalen Warren stock for tomorrow or for Sunday, but eesh. Cam, Parkinson, or Bowers, aren't you in the semifinals, my man? Can you really start Brock Bowers with any sort of confidence against Houston in the semifinals? Okay, Geno Smith is coming back. So what? You know what I mean? Sleazy, Stafford, or Knicks. I think Knicks has the higher upside. We're all expecting a shitty game tonight. So, yeah, for that reason, Jacksonville ranks number 1 against the run, but they rank number 20 against the pass. So I think that Knicks might have a higher upside. Seth, Hurts versus Washington, Goff versus Steelers. I think Goff has the higher upside, but I'm going Hurts over Washington. I tend to lean with the guys that got me to the dance. As much as I don't like it, I have Hurts in this league. We finished with the most points in the league, so Sam, Bowers, or Waller. Oh my God. Imagine I told you were going to bench Brock Bowers for a guy that wasn't even in the league. Imagine in August if I told you that. Yeah, Seth, my man. So I don't know. I tend to lean towards the guys that got me there. You know what I mean? That being said, I do think that Goff might have the higher upside. What's with the Saturday games? Why do we have Saturday games? Like, for real, man. Fucking mess with my brain. Oh, sorry. Jordan, Kelsey, or Parkinson. I can't decide, so I have both. That being said, I think Kelsey's got the higher upside. I don't think Rashee Rice will play this week. Tristan, DJ Moore over Brees Hall. Sounds like no Rome. Sounds like no Luther Burden. So I think DJ Moore's got a higher upside. Ben, doesn't sound like Rashee Rice is going to play, so I would play Mike Evans over Marvin Harrison. Guys, thank you so much for the questions. No problem at all, man. I hope it works out for you. I really do. I love you guys. So many questions, fast and furious. I'm not ignoring you, I promise. I just talk a lot. I just have a lot of thoughts. And I tend to word vomit all over the place. That being said, if I don't get to your question, send me a DM and I'll definitely answer it. We'll rock it out. Gainwell, Kenneth Walker, Shakir, Demo, need 2. Fuck, eh? I might go Kenneth Walker and David Montgomery. I get Gainwell has been really good. Jordan, thank you for the follow. I did read something that Detroit's kind of really good against the running back position in general in terms of limiting rush yards and limiting catches. So I think, I think Gainwell might struggle. Should we start them if they play Drake London and Christian Watson? It sounds like they're both going to play. I would start Drake London over Christian Watson if I could. It sounds like Christian Watson's going to play, but he's not going to be at 100%. and it's going to be in Chicago where it's going to be cold, which will hurt even more. Seth just lost Adams and Rasheed. No, in the semifinals. Why do the fantasy gods hate you? What did you do? Who'd you piss off? Seth. Pierce, Addison, or Waller. None. We don't want any. We want Adams and Rasheed back. Honestly, I think I might just go Addison playing the Giants defense. They stink. And JJ's looked half decent lately, right? So I think I might go Addison. Waddle without Tua, Henderson the flex. Tank, I think Henderson's probably the answer over Waddle. Ethan, I'm a biased Baltimore Ravens fan. Lamar all day, baby. Jason, Mike Evans, Igbuka, or Rico. There is no room for any sort of Carolina Panther on my team in this channel, so we don't start Rico. I will be starting Mike Evans. How do you start Igbuka with any sort of confidence? You know what I mean? Chopper style league. My last week's start for Saquon, Brown, A-Chain, Jacob. Oh, you're in a guillotine league. Damn, you're still in? Fuck, I was out a long time ago. Congrats, man. You know what? Honestly, I think we might go Saquon, Brown, and A-Chain start 4, and then Jacobs and JT. Yeah, I think we might just sit Jacobs. You know what I mean? Money hole, Michael Carter, RJ Harvey. Michael Carter's got the better matchup. I think he's got the higher ceiling this week. What's good? Diggs, MHJ, Reed. I'd probably go Diggs. You know what? No, I'd probably go MHJ. MHJ probably has the highest upside. Jacoby Brissett's playing really well now. And apparently Atlanta doesn't do well against covering wide receivers, so Thomas, Ferguson, or the Rams tight end. I would do the Rams, right? I don't know how we can start Ferguson with any sort of confidence. That Dallas defense has just been dookie. Alex, flex Aaron Jones over Colby Parkinson. Starting running backs tend to hold a little bit more weight with me. Plus, they're playing the Giants. It's not like they're playing anybody half decent. You know what I mean? Curse to God. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Have Rice and Burden out. Oh, man, I feel for you. I have Rice out. Pick 2, AD, Pittman, Gadsden. You know what? I might just go AD and Gadsden. I don't know if I want to do any part of that Indianapolis offense. Like, that's just me. And I'm just saying, like, you got, like, is it going to be Phillip Rivers? They're talking about Anthony Richardson is practicing. It might be that Riley Leonard kid. I don't know, man. I don't know if I want any part of that Indianapolis offense. Ryland, Stafford, Knicks, or Brissett. I might go Knicks. Knicks actually, I think, probably has the highest upside. That being said, I think Brissett's probably good for like 25 points, 27 points. Max, Wandale, or Jettas. I'm doing Jettas all day, every day. I'm not going to sit him. Not in the playoffs. Worthy, Coker, Kenneth Walker. Big B, I think Worthy might be the answer, my man. No Rice. I think it's going to be him and Travis Kelce that have, and there's also no Hollywood Brown either. So Evan, Dallas Goedert, Colby Parkinson. Yeah, I think Goddard might be the answer. I'm starting Parkinson tonight though. Marco, Goff, or Allen. Come on, man. Why do we have both of those quarterbacks on our team? We should have traded one a few weeks ago. That's bad roster management. I would never do that to myself and have to put myself in that situation. No, thank you. I don't know, man. Josh Allen might win the MVP again this year, but I think Jared Goff's got high upside. If you feel confident benching Josh Allen, I think Jared Goff's got higher upside, but I can't tell you to sit Josh Allen. Not me. J-Mo, Bucky, Trevion, Just Dre. Yeah, I'd probably do J-Mo. Austin, I would totally want to join with you. Come back tomorrow. We'll do a thing together. I have to go right now. I have to let you guys go. I got places to be. Come back tomorrow, Austin. I go live every day. We'll join me then. We'll talk it out. We'll rock it out. I love you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys are wicked. Send me your questions in a DM. I'll answer them tonight if you need questions for tonight's game. Heck yeah, we'll rock it out. If you don't need answers for tonight, definitely come back tomorrow. I go live every day. Hit that follow button so that you guys know when I'm going live. It'll be around this time again tomorrow. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Good luck in your matchups, and I look very forward to seeing you guys again.